concept of God's love as depicted in the Bible, exploring its manifestations in both the Old and New Testaments. We will journey through scriptural narratives, uncover the nuances of God's love, and ultimately arrive at a deeper appreciation for the one who embodies love in its purest form. Understanding God's love is paramount for Christians. It is through this lens that we interpret His Word, approach His presence, and extend grace to others. By grasping the depth of God's love for us, we unlock the ability to love Him in return and to share that love with the world. Indeed, as we journey through the Scriptures, we find that God's love is not static but dynamic, revealing itself in various ways throughout history. It is a love that both comforts and challenges, forgives and corrects, a love that ultimately seeks to draw us into an eternal embrace. In the Old Testament, God's love manifests powerfully through covenants, binding agreements that reveal His faithfulness and care for His chosen people. One striking example is the covenant with Abraham, recounted in Genesis chapter 12. God promises Abraham a great nation, a blessed lineage, and a land flowing with milk and honey. This covenant, reaffirmed across generations, underscores God's unwavering commitment to His people. Another profound expression of love is the Exodus story, where God delivers the Israelites from Egyptian bondage. He parts the Red Sea, a testament to His awesome power, and provides manna from heaven, demonstrating His tender provision. Throughout their wilderness wanderings, God remains a constant presence, guiding, protecting, and ultimately bringing them to the Promised Land. These narratives paint a picture of a God deeply invested in His creation. His love is not passive but active, expressed through mighty acts of deliverance and unwavering faithfulness to His promises. Yet the Old Testament also depicts a God who disciplines those He loves, much like a loving parent corrects a child. The Israelites' repeated rebellions are met with consequences, reminding us that God's love is not devoid of justice. Nevertheless, even in judgment, His mercy triumphs. He remains a God of second chances, always ready to forgive and restore those who turn back to Him. The New Testament unveils the ultimate expression of God's love, Jesus Christ. John chapter 3 verse 16 famously proclaims, "For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whoever believes in Him should not perish but have everlasting life." This verse encapsulates the heart of Christianity. God, motivated by boundless love, sent His Son as a sacrifice for the sins of humanity. Jesus' life, ministry, death and resurrection serve as the ultimate testament to God's love. Through Christ's sacrifice, the barrier of sin separating humanity from God is shattered, opening the way for reconciliation and eternal life. The Apostle John, deeply moved by this profound love, emphasizes its transformative power. In 1 John chapter 4 verse 8, he declares, "Whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love." This statement goes beyond mere sentiment. It asserts that to truly know God is to know love itself, for He is the source and embodiment of love. Moreover, 1 John chapter 4 verse 16 proclaims, "And we have known and believed the love that God has for us. God is love, and he who abides in love abides in God, and God in him." Here John highlights the reciprocal nature of God's love. As we experience His love, we are drawn into a deeper relationship with Him, abiding in His presence. Comparing the Old and New Testaments, we observe a progression in the revelation of God's love. While the Old Testament emphasizes God's power, covenant faithfulness, and righteous judgment, the New Testament focuses on His self-sacrificial love manifested through Jesus Christ. This is not to suggest a contradiction, but rather a fuller understanding. The God of the Old Testament is the same God revealed in the New Testament. His attributes remain consistent, but our perception of Him is enriched through the person and work of Jesus Christ. The New Testament does not invalidate the Old, it completes it. The God who liberated Israel from Egypt is the same God who offers liberation from sin through Jesus. His love, once manifested through covenants and earthly blessings, now finds ultimate expression in the gift of his Son, a love that knows no bounds. Through this deeper understanding of God's love, we are empowered to live lives marked by love, forgiveness, and compassion. We are called to reflect his love in our interactions with others, extending grace, mercy, and understanding just as he has extended them to us. Ultimately, it is in knowing and experiencing God's love that we discover our true purpose and identity as his beloved children.